Constellation, Sunman number 32. Welcome back to Football Trends with me, the QP. Now, before we get into, the latest news or the latest updates, please do make sure that you vote Buffet too. Along voting, please let us know. Actually, don't let me know. Let us know who do you think should be the player that takes the spot to be the number one goalkeeper, and who should be number two according to you. Please vote and let me know, or comment on number two down in the comment section below. So we have four goalkeepers currently that are there on the senior level, which we will be talking about on today's video. Now, as I've reported, or as we've talked about, earlier on, that Renaldo is classified. Finally, Kaizer Chiefs today, they've decided to officially announce the news that they have signed Renaldo. Now, I need to be honest with you guys. You know how Kaizer Chiefs have been doing business so far. Yes, people might be angry, same as me. I might be angry with, hey, stays a cinema, free agents and all of that. But honestly speaking, at this point so far, with those two signings that we have made, those are good quality players. And despite, signing them as free agents, it's not something that we should be worrying ourselves a lot about. Because why? Well, first of all, Thabo Mloisana, he's at his prime. He's an incredible player. We need him. He's gonna make a whole lot of change to the squad and to the club. Number two, same as Renaldo Buffet too. He's another player who is not sure he's in his late primes, because at Naturena, I think they believe once you reach the age of 30, there is something as a goalkeeper they prefer to let you go. We've seen this with Omji Darapana, Etumena Good. So sorry guys, I flew. Renaldo is the latest addition to the squad. So Kaizer Chiefs, yes, we are still hoping to see, new signings in terms of other players and all of that. But so far, Kaizer Chiefs have announced Renaldo, and those two players that we are talking about, they are good, incredible players. As much as our goalkeeper is going to obviously bring a lot of competition that is needed lapana etlapini. Now, obviously, currently we do actually have 5 goalkeepers, not 3. So as I said earlier on, what I do think they will try to take Untwari out on a loan, or he might even be leaving on a permanent basis, depending on what the club thinks would be best. But you guys said no, they should not let him go for free, obviously. But and yeah, he's left with just 1 or 2 years on his contract. So Renaldo becomes the latest addition, and this is what Kaizer is saying. Now, I don't know anything about the contract to sign up for how long. Honestly speaking, I feel like the clubs are now starting to be more secretive in terms of, the signings of their new players. With Thabo Mloisana, we do know that he signed 3 years with an option to extend for the 4th year, which means it's probably 4 years that he has signed. Now, Lina, how many years he signed for, I honestly do not know, because here is the statement that is coming from Kaizer Chiefs. They say Kaizer Chiefs have strengthened their goalkeeping department with the signing of renowned shortstopper Renaldo, born in Cape Town, 28 years of age. Lena arrives at Naturena with the wealth of experience, having impressed late last season and earned a number of call-ups to the Bafana national team. Now, I don't want to go back to what we talked about. Oh, I did not finish. We proudly welcome Renaldo to the Nation. That's it, Pelel. I don't want to go back to how we signed or how we got the player. You guys know what happened. It's something that we talked about earlier on. Now, the question is, we have Brendan Peterson, we have Bruce Vuma, by the way, who is not going anywhere, according to the club. We have Friakin Twari, he's still our goalkeeper. We have Renaldo now. We have Bontle Molefe. That's 5 goalkeepers in one department, and it takes a lot for one goalkeeper to be able to be introduced into the field of play. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Please vote on and share and talk voter. I know a lot of you will say Brendan Peterson has been the best. Now second best would be Bruce Vuma. No, not Bruce Vuma, Renaldo, I believe. And then moving on, we do have to talk about Bontle Molefe, because as much as Naye, he's a young player, it looks like Kaizer Chiefs are depending mostly or highly on him. Reason why is because right now, as I'm speaking with you, it is believed that Kaizer Chiefs have decided to offer the youngster, a long-term deal, meaning he is going to stay with the club for the longest time ever. Bontle Molefe loyo ngikhuluma ngaye. He has not made any debuts. We do believe in him, but it looks like he's just gonna stay, be on loans. Other than that, there's much belief in terms of Mfana Obonhlamile for what he is going to succeed, one of the goalkeepers. So maybe they are saving him so that they can be able to release at least two goalkeepers at a later stage, or my pay contract Bruce Fuma, because Bruce Fuma contract is left with just 1 year. Njengoba kuthiwa an option has been triggered for that year. That is the only year that is left, and he will continue for that year. Then maybe they will decide, to bring in the young Bontle Molefe. And then with Renaldo Dina, I honestly do not know if he signed a 1 year, 2 years, or even 3 years. Kuzobonakala as time goes on. I will try to dig deeper, but so far it looks like they are playing their cards very close to their hearts. Same as those other players, Abosianda Lovu. There's no fee in terms of how much they signed for. So I don't know. I'm not going to talk much about that. And then so far, those are the updates that I had to give to you, Buffet 2. I don't know what you think about the squad or the reinforcement of the club. It looks like as much as Kaizer Chiefs have fired or they have let go of Cedric Kaizer and Khalil Ben Youssef, it doesn't look like it has changed much in terms of the players or the recruitment that needs to be brought into the club. So realistically, so far now we have a goalkeeper, we have a defender, but we are still missing a left back. Remember, they said we need a left back. We need a midfielder, preferably an attacking midfielder, and then also we need another winger, especially left winger. So I don't know. Do you think Kaizer Chiefs is going to push? Because Mzwile, they haven't given up on Olangalele Pili. I thought they did, but it looks like they're still pursuing. It looks like they are preparing to give out a very good offer to the club. I'm hoping we can be able to get to Pili Wafetu. I feel like he is a player that we do need for sure. So let me quickly jump to your comments quickly, and then Ngambe. Later on, we will be talking about another player who has been linked with the move to the Glamour Boys, which for me, yeah, one of those rumors. It's something that we're just going to talk about, but it doesn't make any sense. So quickly, QP Pili is coming. I trust the management. Let's hope so, because Yamdinga Ulangalihle Pili Wafetu. Timothy QP. We as Cosified, we must understand one thing. Chiefs doesn't sign a player because he's a free agent. Nyagoza Timothy. But also, it's our system. Like, for example, look at, last season, we signed Tapqale, free agent. We signed Bohangma Boy, free agent. We signed Gaston Sereno, free agent, last season. We signed a lot of players we did sign were free agents compared to players that we bought in Mali. You understand? It was few players that see, let's keep Mali Sabatenga, players like I will make an example, Makabili Lepo, Flavio Silva, I think Ushinga is another player that we did take out money to buy. But in all, I don't think we spend more than 20 million in those signings. You understand? That is something that you need to keep in mind. And then most of the players that we do get, it's free agents, or Asanele Vilepai, or Luke Batman, all of those players, they came in as free agents. Now, I do understand, the evaluation from the previous clubs was a bit more, but I feel like 10 meter was not a lot. So, Guti, it looked like we were not sure about the players, and definitely we can see them right now. They are not giving or living up to the standards. Obviously, it's going to take some bit of more time to be able to help them process and become the players that we need them to be for the club. But for now, let's just give them the time to adjust, be settled, and then spawn Oti in the coming few seasons. How good will they be? So same as Langahle Pili, if Kaizer Chiefs are confident enough that they know Oti when we sign him is going to deliver, even though it's a risk. We need to understand it's a risk. Football is a risk on its own. It's something that you need to understand and you need to know. So we might sign him and then not perform in the way we thought he would perform. But as of now, a lot of people, and me included myself, we do believe he might be a great addition to the squad. So 16 million for that player. I think we just have to sacrifice, get that player, because we're not going to get any other winger. As Korwe, if we feel like guys, corners in your place, Soltola, Elzoba, better than this guy, let's forget. But anyways, that's just my opinion. And then moving on quickly with it before I get tired, before I leave you guys. We do have Mazamba, bro, Takalan Mazamba, but it looks like he might not be coming to the senior side for a while. I don't know, but having 5 goalkeepers and then Mazamba, that's 6. That's a lot of goalkeepers for one club. It's a lot. Some of them are not going to be able to get some game time. At least Mazamba is still playing on the TDC, so Sazo Tolanji chance. Look at Bontlangule, he has not been playing anywhere until they decided to, let's just give him a loan, and go out and get some minutes. So hopefully. And then I jump to Ulona Nopana. He says, what about Kaizer Smailula? It's possible he's coming. I think Kaizer need that guy mostly. Well, Kaizer Smailula, I don't know, but I will dig deep and then I will try to see if there's anything that might be happening, because so far the player that I do know about, which is not in the plans of their club, is Elias Mukwana. But with Kaizer Smailula, I'm not sure, guys. So I will dig deep, try to find out, as much as I possibly can, and then I will update you later on with the player that I was talking about, which currently we have been linked with. And then we have Lona Lapana. Mike Aponya says, Vela Kumalo must be in the senior team to assist the crews, especially in the young players. He knows how to develop the young stars. Well, Vela Kumalo will not be going there, because obviously if he leaves, then who will be coaching the TDC players? So Vela Kumalo will remain on his position, and then Dylan Shepard is the one that is going to be overseeing, the transition of whether they need those young stars or kanjani, because he will be working both sides. Uzobaya ngapha ku-TDC, angapha naku-senior team, and he will be in the process of doing exactly what you're talking about. And then we have Lona Timothy again. My reason to say that it's because we only sign the ones that they talk behind closed doors. You mean in terms of free agents and all of that? No, I do understand. I do understand. And then, can you sign Alexander Moffat? I honestly don't know. Koslami. But I will be here to give you latest updates, Buffet and everything else that is happening at Naturena. For now, let me just leave you guys for now. Maybe around 8 p.m. I will be here. Make sure now you tune in so that we talk about the Kaizer Smailula situation, and then we look at this new player that we have been linked with. Buffet, this is it. Peace. Don't forget to like the video. Jabula mina, Kose for life.